Hello friends, welcome to all of you in this video. I am Avadhesh Pratap Patel and this is my third video on the history of Chhattisgarh. In this video, we will talk about the historic age because we already have talked about the prehistoric age in the previous two videos and there are no evidences of the proto-historic age in Chhattisgarh. Hence, the next part of history where we should jump is the historic age. So, what is the historic age? So historic age is that part of Indian history concerning which written evidences have been found and they have also been deciphered, means understood. So Vedic age is the age with which the historic age begins in both the Indian history as well as the history of Chhattisgarh. So Vedic age. What is Vedic age? Vedic age is that period which is marked by the writing of the four Vedas, and the society was run by the rules and beliefs mentioned in those Vedas. What are these four Vedas? Well, these are Rig Veda, Sam Veda, Yajur Veda, and Atharva Veda. Okay, so this Vedic age, okay, which was spanning from 1500 BC to 600 BC can be divided in two parts. What are these two parts? Well, these two parts are first the Rig Vedic age and second the later Vedic age. Well, now what is the Rig Vedic age? So Rig Vedic age is that part of Vedic age when the society was run by the beliefs and rules and conventions mentioned in Rig Veda. So it spans from 1500 BC to 1000 BC. Now what is later Vedic age? So later Vedic age is that part of Vedic age when the society was run by the conventions, rules and belief of the later Vedas. Okay, so it spans from 1000 BC to 600 BC. Now, if you ask that what are the differences between the Rig Vedic age and the later Vedic age, okay, there are volumes of differences and we will talk about them in the class of history. For now, we just have to understand that the Vedic age can be divided in two parts. These are the Rig Vedic age and later Vedic age. Now, the very significant fact about the Rig Vedic age is that if we talk about Rig Vedic age, so very significant fact regarding the Rig Vedic age is that no mention of Chhattisgarh has been found in Rig Vedic literature. So there is no mention of Chhattisgarh in any of the Rig Vedic literature. So this is a very prominent fact and very important fact. Now let's write it. So no mention of Chhattisgarh has been found in Rig Vedic literature. Now, it is a very curious fact. Okay, we have evidences of Stone Age, but we don't have evidences of Rig Vedic age. How come that is possible? So, well, it is possible. And what is the reason? The reason is that the Aryans, okay, their treaties were the Vedas, and the Aryans were not the natives of the mainland India or of Chhattisgarh. Okay, if you talk about Rig Veda, okay, the most sacred river, okay, of the Aryans has been considered as Yamuna. So Yamuna has been considered the most holy river of Aryans, and there is no mention of Ganga in it. Okay, forget about Chhattisgarh. There is no mention of Ganga in Rig Veda. So what is the reason? The reason is that the Aryans used to live in Brahmavart. Now, what is Brahmavart? Okay, the Brahmavart was that region where right now Afghanistan and some part of Pakistan are located. So the area, okay, across the river Indus, okay, it was famous or it was known as Brahmavarta. Okay, from there the Aryans migrated in the Rigvedic age, and they had reached up to Yamuna only. That is why there is no mention of Ganga in Rigveda, because their advances were limited to Yamuna. Okay, how can there be any kind of mention of Chhattisgarh? So that is why there is no mention of Chhattisgarh in Rigvedic literature. So this is a very prominent fact. Now let's talk about the later Vedic age. Okay, so for the first time, okay, we get to see some mention of Chhattisgarh and adjoining regions in the literature of later Vedic age. Now, what are those treaties and books which mention Chhattisgarh or the adjoining areas? Well, those treaties or books are, the first one is called Shatpath Brahman. Shatpath Brahman. Okay. So what is the speciality of Shatpath Brahman? Okay. So Shatpath Brahman, it's a treatise which was written in the later Vedic age, and it talks about the Chhattisgarh region and the adjoining or the seas on both the sides. So basically it talks about Chhattisgarh region, not by the same name, but it describes this region. And apart from this, okay, it also describes, okay, Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal. So the description of the Chhattisgarh region, not by the Chhattisgarh name, but the description of Chhattisgarh region, Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal has been found in Shatpat Brahman. Now there is another book which is called Kaushitaki Brahman. In Kaushitaki Brahman, okay, the mountain range of Vindhyachal has been mentioned, and river Narmada has been called by the name of Reva. So here Vindhyachal mountain range has been mentioned, and river Narmada has been called Reva. So this is all about the Vedic age in Chhattisgarh. In the next video, we will talk about the Ramayana age. I'm not starting Ramayana age in this video because it would be too burdensome and the video will be very, very long. Okay, so we will deal with Ramayana age in the next video. Till then, bye bye, take care of yourself. Best of luck.